All right. We are here. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are here, y'all. All right. Okay. Are women equal to men? Why or why not? Why or why not? What's going on? Hardy? What's going on, Hardy? What's going on? This is would you like to come up to the show? Start off the conversation. This is an open mic night. Open mic night. If you'd like to call in or start off the conversation, come on up. I'll send you the link and you can come on up. We can start it on off. Let me know in the comments. Open mic night tonight. Instead of just me talking, I want everybody else to talk. Oh, it's you. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know your name on this channel on YouTube. I don't know your name on this channel. I'm actually waiting on the rest of the people to get here. But I'm about to put up these videos here while I wait. Okay? That way we got some content going going while we wait for our guests. Waiting on 2 guests tonight. 2 guests. You would like to know, how do you do that? What exactly? Can you hear me fine? Can you hear me well? Can you hear me good? Oh, wow. An important message. Houston. Okay. Can you hear me well? Oh, okay. You can? You should be able to see your comments come up on the screen as well. Waiting on our guests to get here. So I'm going to put up some content here. While we wait. Okay. So I'm going to play this here while we go. And you can stay and listen. And I'm going to play this video. Okay.
Are you a podcaster?
Hold on a second. Let me get this. Let me get this in here. Open and mix it. Yeah, I'll show you how to do it and all that stuff. That's no problem. Why is this? No, see, this is what I'll be talking about. Oh, wait, no. And this should be here. Now, there we go.
Well, you have women on this episode of the Peace Let's Talk. Well, you have women.
Hold on a second. Let me get this going. It's not even supposed to be like this. Sound is supposed to go in here.
That disrespect the man.
Hold on.
Man, who raised you? How do we get to this point where a woman feels it's okay to disrespect a man? A lot of people may ask, well, you have to give respect in order to receive respect. I get it. You don't want to give a stranger respect, but when it comes to the men that's around you, when you disrespecting them, that's a problem. It's a huge problem. You women have to check yourselves because we've come too far and been so much stuff just trying to be a man in this world. Make sure you guys get these likes up right now. Appreciate you guys tuning in to and before we get on to the next.
All right, so we're waiting on others to get in, so I'm going to put this All right. So I'm gonna share this screen. I'm gonna let this here play until our guests get here. And so while this is playing, I'm gonna contact my guest so we can get started because this is gonna be a great show tonight, and I'm hoping that it is. So got to get the guest in. All right, and let me know if you can hear it. Okay, let me know if you can hear it.
On this episode of the Feminist Talk, where you have women that disrespect the man who raised you. How do we get to this point where a woman feels it's okay to disrespect a man? A lot of people may ask, well, you got to give respect.
Okay, so if you can hear it, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you can hear the video in the comments. If you can hear it, let me know in the comments. If you can hear the video.
I get it. You don't want to give a stranger respect, but when it comes to the men that's around you, you disrespecting them, that's a problem. It's
Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to get y'all the audio so y'all can hear with the video. Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to get y'all the audio so y'all can hear with the video. Sorry about that, y'all. So y'all can hear it. So give me let me check the settings right quick. Let me try to play it now. Oh, you can hear it now? Oh, you can hear it now? Oh, you can hear it now? Can y'all hear it now? Okay, hold up. Hold up. Let me try something. All right, because the audio is. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it, y'all. I'm gonna fix it. Hold up. I'm gonna fix it. Why I keep going there? All right, all right. I'm gonna take my time. I just want to get the audio right for y'all. All right. I just want to get the audio right for y'all, man, so that y'all can hear this, man, because this is important. Y'all need to hear this. I don't want to bore y'all with me trying to fix the audio. So just. Mm-mm. Okay. Something is off. All right, so let me know if y'all can hear it now. Can y'all hear it now? Cause I'm gonna have to start the video over for y'all. I know y'all can hear me fine, but let me know if y'all can hear it now. I don't even know why this one is. All right, what about now, y'all? Can y'all hear that now? Checking that sound out. Still nothing. Okay. Hold up a second, y'all. I'm gonna try to start this over, and then I know y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me. I know y'all can hear me. All right, so now I'm gonna go back. Okay, so hold on, let me.
Start here. Ain't no telling what's going on. It's probably happening more than we think it is. Not just with sisters and brothers, but it could be happening within the household. If your wife is out there,
Can y'all
foul
hear
like
it
that,
now?
family or not, you need to check that. I knew what time it was when
Can
my
y'all hear it
grandfather
now?
said, I don't know yelling in my house.
Can y'all hear it now? Okay, cool.
It could either be two fools or one fool. Sometimes you got to know when you met, like when you met your match. And it's not that I could go back and forth, but again, I'm disciplined.
Sometimes you got
I remain in frame. I recognize what's going on. I recognize
All
that
right, cool.
in the moment, it's bigger than me right
Okay,
now.
let me start it over, all right, y'all, so y'all can get this message, man.
Brotha, it's time.
And then we're gonna get into the show. Having
You are
technical
needed.
difficulties.
Fresh off the flight from Nashville, from work.
So before we I know y'all ready to get into this, so before we before we jump right into it, man, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to Tony Ready to God Chronicles, man. All right. Anybody that'd like to be a guest, man, I can put the link in the chat and you can come in, you know what I'm saying? Speak your opinion. We can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm here to, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, talk to you, not argue with you. I'm here to go back and forth with you in a very civilized manner. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to let you speak your opinions. You know, and I'm here to listen. I'm here to interview as well. You know what I mean? So you let me know what your opinion is. You can come up here, join the live, or you can call in. I'll put the number on the screen. Also, or you can stay in the chat. But the title of this show is "Are Women Equal to Men? Why and why not?" Okay, so the video is pretty much we're starting off with a video where we have you know, the men and the women questioning the women on their disrespect toward men. Okay, and don't worry if there are any ladies in the room. I'll put something up here different so that you can see another perspective. But this video pretty much speaks for itself on both ends, men and women. Okay, and it will have the, you know, saying, we'll show certain equalities and, you know, saying, and a lot of inequalities. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play the video, man, and I'll be back to discuss it with y'all, man. So y'all watch home, man. So I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it. So let's get it. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe and turn on your bell notifications. Let's get it. Appreciate y'all coming.
Working with Courtney, Anton, and I. I go to my granny's crib. Rest in peace, Granny. She passed away on Mother's Day, so rest in peace to her. But I go over to my granny's house, and I didn't want to talk about this, but again,
Let
if
me
we're
know
gonna
if
be
y'all can hear
100%
it.
real,
Let me know if y'all can hear it good in the comments, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear it good.
these are things that I experience, and I think that it leads to a bigger point that needs to be addressed. So I'm at my granny's house, and my sister and I have a weird type of relationship. We don't often get along. I have no problem getting along with her, but the thing I do not I do not like about her is her mouth, is her attitude. So we're having a conversation, and it's in reference to my 16-year-old son about him attending a different high school. And so as we're having a conversation, um, just to put a little bit more context into it, there are a lot of times that I just ignore some of the things that she says. When she speaks to you, anybody, particularly a man, because that's who I often hear her speak to, there's certain sarcasm. There are words that she used that make you go AWOL, but if you're disciplined enough, you're able to remain in frame and just be able to take it as is for the sake, because again, she's family. So this particular time over Granny's house, she gets offended, but she gets
So Bespoke Post, they just send you a cool box every month.
This is good, awesome.
offended because she couldn't explain her point. She didn't want to answer the question. She deflect answering the question, and then she proceeded to be disrespectful. And I'm gonna tell you this: the things that were going through my head, because we talk about this all the time, is the woman's tongue. Where do women get off thinking that they can disrespect a man? Who raised you? Where did this come from? What does this look like where a woman can disrespect a man, particularly the men that are in the circle of love when it comes to you receiving it on that end? Brothers, husbands, friends, mentors, coaches. The woman disrespects the man, and that was going through my head because I'm accustomed to this, but being disciplined, I just avoid it. I'm at a point in my life where I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to waste that energy. I'm not going to get emotionally involved, invested into this conversation. So back to the story, she begins to disrespect me. My mother was there, and what I didn't like, and we often talk about this on the show, is other women holding women accountable. And I had this conversation later that I expected my mother to call my sister out on that. I knew she was wrong. I knew that she was wrong. And my mother should have called her on. You know what mother says? And I love mother to death. But again, this is a real conversation. You can't say, I just wish you guys would get along. I have no problem getting along with her. The problem that I have is that I'm not going to put the extra energy and trying to get along with somebody that doesn't want to get along with me. I have no problem toning down the thing that I don't like about women in particular is when you're having a conversation and elevate their voice. The minute you elevate your voice, that's a clear sign as though the conversation is out of control. And I question, why are you raising your voice? You may not like it, but it's an honest, valuable question to ask at that time. So I asked her that, and it's always that because, and I feel like, as we often speak about this, I feel like you're not trying to. And so I pick and choose my battles, but I get sick and tired of not addressing situations because I'm human. I'm human. Not emotional, but I don't have to ignore every time you're wrong. Sometimes you need to be called out on your You need to be called out on it. So we moved to the other side. We tried to have a conversation, and she's like, you know what? I can't do this. She's like, it's body language. She's not listening. And then she turns ghetto. Mind you, she just passed the RN exam. She's smart. She's telling went to college, but then it's just that ghetto ratchetness, that behavior that she showed right then and there. Again, at this point, she's at the point where she's out of control. She's OC. She's cursing. I don't give a F. No, I'm not about to do that. Blah, 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 blah. My grandfather comes over, and I've been raised in the house a lot with my grandfather. He's been my father figure. And my grandfather said, I don't want no yelling in my house. When I heard that when I was younger, I knew what time it was. When he said that, it stuck with me to this day. Even I say, I don't want no yelling in my house, because when a man speaks and he set the tone for that house, guess what? Everybody in that house follows suits. That's what a leader of the household does, the head of household. So she couldn't even tone it down when the man of the house spoke and said, I don't want no yelling in my house. She was out of control. And this happens all the time, where you have women that disrespect the man. Who raised you? How do we get to this point where a woman feels it's okay to disrespect a man? A lot of people may ask, well, you have to give respect in order to receive respect. I get it. You don't want to give a stranger respect, but when it comes to the men that's around you, when you disrespecting them, that's a problem. It's a huge problem. You women have to check yourselves, because we've come too far and been through so much stuff just trying to be a man in this world. And for you not to understand the respect that a man deserves, you don't have to give no respect in order to receive respect. You should have respect for a man just off GP. My sister was out of line. And so many of you women are out of line as well, because it's so many marriages that we have right now where the woman is constantly disrespecting the man in the household. How does that look when the woman's disrespecting the man and we got children in the household and they viewing this? Guess what's going to happen? We're going to get the children going to see this, and it's going to be passed along, and the daughters are going to be doing the same exact thing, disrespecting the man. We having this conversation right now because it must stop. The woman's tongue is foul. It is foul. And I was disappointed. I haven't got an apology yet. You know what she told my mother? We'll never get along. Your pride is that big that you can't woman up and understand your fault. But you know what that tells me? Women need therapy. They need somebody.
Hello, darling. It's me, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and I'm coming to Shudder. Don't
These grandmas to speak. They need to have conversation with their grandmas, have better relationships, because it's messed up out here. It's messed up. And that brings me to our next topic, which is the woman's tongue. Let's talk about this. I'm going to start with you, Courtney, the woman's tongue.
Oh, geez. Okay. What I do know is that there's power in the tongue. You can speak life or death, and your words determine that. I do know that women, we don't fight with fists, we fight with the tongue. So therefore, if we're fighting and going against you, we know we can't physically beat you up, but we know our words can kill you. And we use that to our advantage. And not only do we speak death, hurt, insult, shame, we are able to do it where we know that we're going to talk to you in a way that no one else, no man could. And I think it's very unfortunate because when we do that, we do it to the ones that we love the most. Family, brothers, spouse, husband. So yeah, how we speak is life or death. And I know I hear men saying, even with you, just be nice. I just want a woman to be nice to me. And what that means is speak to me nicely. Use your words of love and encouragement instead of degrading and shaming and using sign language against me. And unfortunately, a lot of us, we're not doing that. And, you know, JR, I hate to hear that about you and your sister, and I pray that gets together. But to say that that's out the norm, it's not. It's not here out of the norm that a woman is attacking you with what they have to say. Women do that, unfortunately. I was told something a while ago as far as how powerful the tongue is. And I was told that your heart is the tree and your tongue is the fruit. And the words that someone says to you, it shows the condition of their heart. So what they say to you, what they speak to you, it shows the condition of their heart. So if they're speaking life to you, then they are full of life. If they're speaking hatred and darkness, then they themselves, that's what they're embedded. That's the tree. That's what they are, what they have in their hearts. So, commenting off that story, this is rough. But now that you speak life and death in the tongue, and I do wish that we all understood what we say to each other matters. Someone will quickly say, oh, you don't know what someone's going through. But on the other end, will quickly cuss you out, call you anything, everything but a child of God, and think it's okay because it's just free speech and I can say anything, or it's the internet or anything like that. So, yeah. I don't know. You made that hard to follow up with, JR.
Yeah. You know, it's real. And also something else I want to add to it too is that if you there with your wife, right, and you have a relationship with your wife, like your relationship comes before anybody. So if your wife is out of line and you know she wrong, and you in that area, you got to speak up and check that. You got in that moment, if you are the husband that's sitting right there, because what this tells me is that it didn't start here. Ain't no telling what's going on. It's probably happening more than we think it is. Not just with sisters and brothers, but it could be happening within the household. If your wife is out there foul like that, family or not, you need to check that. I knew what time it was when my grandfather said, I don't know yelling in my house. It could either be two fools or one fool. Sometimes you got to know when you met your match. And it's not that I could go back and forth, but again, I'm disciplined. I remain in frame. I recognize what's going on. I recognize that in the moment, it's bigger than me right now. I'm not a professional. There's some professionals that still can't help you, but I'm not the one that's able to help you in that moment. But as a husband and your wife is out of line, and no matter what's going on, you check your wife. That's how you handle that situation. Real, I'm coming to you. Let's talk about the woman's tongue.
Man, let's talk about it, JR. Number one, I'm gonna salute you, brother. I hear the anguish and the pain in your voice, man. And what's crazy is, you know what it is, wild, south side. I can relate, man. I can relate. At the age I'm at now, I'm a lot more disciplined. When I was younger, I wasn't as disciplined. Right? And me and my sister.
See, this is important, y'all. And this is why I say it's really important, man. You know what I'm saying? For, in this day and time, for the women to listen to us, because, you know, all I know is that a lot of times when men start to speak for themselves, you know, a lot of times women tend not to listen and they tend not to hear us out. But I also know that, excuse me, y'all, that a lot of times when women still tend to speak for themselves, you know what I'm saying, a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, tend not to listen. So it's really more of a communication issue that we have, you know what I'm saying, on not just where we stand, also where our position should be when it comes to the man and woman role. Y'all think about that. Let's continue.
Sister used to get into it all the time. And while you telling this story, I'm thinking about, now me and my sister, we laugh about it now, but I remember my mother coming to my sister's defense, popped me with a broomstick, put a knot on my head. Right. So I was going after my sister. You know why? She was doing this. And she did this a little too much. And I said, okay. I wasn't raised in that type of household, like where, you know, it was free fall, whatever. And so the end of it all.
If you are just tuning in, the topic of to this is, are women equal to men? And so right now we're looking at this video, checking this out. You know, this podcast where the men are speaking to the women about disrespect, and also about hearing the men when the men are speaking for themselves on behalf of what a woman is doing and what she is doing that is pretty much hurting the man, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much we're looking at also what the woman, you know what I'm saying, how it is hurting the woman as well when the man is not listening. So if you're just tuning in, you know what I'm saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, appreciate you coming. Hit that like button, man, you know what I'm saying, share the live, subscribe, turn on your bell, man, and let's get it going. Thanks for coming. So we're going to go ahead and continue this video, man. And so this is very important. This is a topic that needs to be spoken about, because men and women should know their roles in the world and in relationship as far as marriage as well. So let's continue.
And what you're talking about, the woman's tongue, I agree with Courtney. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. James 3:5-7 also talks about the tongue being like a little rudder on the boat, right? And it talks about all the beasts of the field can be tamed, but nobody can tame the tongue, right? It's restless. It sets the world on fire. And the reason why we see this with women, and you know, I think for what you're saying with Black women in particular, is because a lot of the Black women that carry themselves and behave this way, there's no consequences. I think we've talked about on this channel, I know for a fact Kevin Samuels has talked plenty of time, the low level threat of violence when it comes to men. When you engaged in a conversation with a man, see, when your granddad said, I don't want no yelling in my house, when you said it, bro, I was like, damn, I know exactly what he's talking about, right? When you hear that booming voice, or it could be a calm voice, well, you know that's coming from Big Daddy, what we call him, Big Daddy. You know, shut up, sit down, find your place. And I don't care if you 30 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, you under my roof, sit down, find your place. And a person that can't be tamed in that situation, bro, is disastrous. And I don't think women understand just how bad it is, man. Just how deep the divide is, how deep that runs in the family. And I do agree with you. You know what I'm saying? If you a man and you married and your woman is misbehaving publicly, you need to check that publicly. You don't need to get behind closed doors and say, babe, now you know you was wrong for that. You shouldn't have did it that way. If she misbehaved publicly, you need to check that publicly. But to your point also, ain't no telling how long whatever's been going on. But I think women do this. Actually, I know women do this because there's no consequences. You know, what's the line off the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Who gonna check me, boo? I can say whatever I want, do whatever I want, this, that, and the third, whoop-de-whoop, carry myself however I want, wear a bonnet, go outside, you know, toot my booty up. I know, okay, toot my booty up, do all these things, and we're in this, it's almost like we're in this Twilight Zone type society where there are no standards. There's no standards. It's a free for all. It's like we can do whatever we want. Because who gonna check me, boo? So I can talk to my brother, and this is the same dude. If something happened between me and my guy, that's the guy I'm expecting to come and protect me. That's the guy I'm expecting to show up and hold me down. And yeah, I hear you, bro. I can't follow up. Like you did a sermon. I don't want to impede or whatever, but this is why this is happening, bro. And at some point, you know, I do hear what Kay is saying, and I stand on that 10 toes down. Men, we gotta lead, man. We gotta get back to the position of lead.
Hey, y'all, let me know in the comments section, man, if y'all can hear the video good. Press 1 in the comments section if you can hear the video. All right.
Can't look to the right, to the left, who doing this, this, that, third, what. I think that is one of the things, not commend, you know, Anton again. I think that is one of the things that he does very well, is that he's just focused on what he's doing. He's not looking to the right or to the left. He's leading based on what he feels like he should be doing. And whoever's his tribe is following him. And I see a lot of brothers saying, well, I don't, you know, they not following me. That's not your tribe. Not your tribe. They're not following you. That's not your tribe. But we got to get back to leading and setting the standard in our communities. I agree with you 1000%, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it. Okay. The woman's tongue. Let's talk about it.
I think it is terrible for a woman to just disrespect a man or anybody just because. Like, I think that people should be respectful of each other. I 100% am behind that. Since the question is about women, I'll stay focused on that. I think it's wrong when women just randomly disrespect men or throw things in their face, like what Courtney brought up earlier with like the salary and the I don't need you and all this. Like, that's, in my opinion, that's petty behavior. I don't act like that. I never have acted like that.
What?
I know. I don't know why people would be confused, but I'm very respectful to people.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, I am. I say things people disagree with, but I don't like how I'm engaging with this with the little like ad lib. But yeah, people, you know, if they have a disagreement or whatever, you can go about that respectfully. And something that I've noticed.
Interested in modeling and acting? Calling all kids and teens.
And someone has actually told me this before too. I think that people are so used to women just like popping off at the mouth that they don't even know like how to respond when you don't. And then they think it's passive aggressive, and then they think it's this or that. So I get it. I mean, I think women got to control their mouths. I think everyone needs to learn to control their mouths and communicate as diplomatically as they can with others.
Are we gonna be real?
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, I got more buttons over there.
Let's be real. Let's be real tonight.
Yes.
Women are mean. Women are mean, particularly Black women that want to be protected by everybody. However, once it comes a difference of opinion, they will shame you to the end all. And they do. Some of us Black women are just completely nasty with our words and shaming someone, even if they don't know you. And so to sit here and act like that's not the truth, I will point you to La P Facebook page.
Ooh la la.
Act like, I know for a fact that people are very disrespectful to other people. I just said women need to stop popping off of the mouth. I just said this. What is the disagreement? I literally.
So let me ask you a question, Kay. Can I ask you a question? Do you think that women can be disrespectful without raising a voice? Do you think that there's a sentiment, a body language, a narrative that's perpetuated that not only highlights the level of or the lack of respect that they have for men in general, but also them influencing other women to not have respect for men? Do you think that regardless of how pleasant their voice is or how beautiful, whatever, do you think that there's still a high level of disrespect regardless of whether or not she raised her voice or not?
Yeah, I think you can definitely be disrespectful without raising your voice, for sure.
How?
Do y'all see how she came at that sister? She straight came after that sister because she like, wait a minute. No, women are the ones that are mean. Women are. See, this is what I mean, man, when you're having these type of conversations, man. All of this falls, y'all, into the same category of equality. That's the reason why I chose this topic for today, man. Y'all have to see the similarity in, you know what I'm saying, in this topic and in the topic that I put on the screen, man. It's the same similarities. The similarities are so congruent, you know. So I ain't gonna keep talking, man. I just wanted y'all to see if y'all caught that. Let's continue.
In terms of body, if you call someone out of their name, if you know, things like that, that's disrespectful.
That's the only way?
You want me to list all the ways? I mean,
No. So let me ask you a question, because the thing that JR did speak on is women holding other women accountable, and he used his mother as an example, right? Do you find yourself at any point holding another woman accountable for what she says, what she displays, or what she does towards other men?
Yeah. Definitely in my personal life, not on Facebook really, but yeah, in my personal life for sure. Okay, why do y'all ask me questions if you're not gonna believe me when I answer them? Like, this is something I don't understand. Ooh la la. Y'all are breathing hard. Like, what did you want?
Because we see something different.
You see me not holding people that I don't know on Facebook accountable? Is that what you see? Because you've only seen me on Facebook.
So wait, Kay. You assuming that everything that you do on these shows is absolutely 100% you, right? You regularly illustrate how it's important to let people get away with murder, basically. Like, they can do whatever they want to do as long as it doesn't result in abuse in a relationship or abusing some kids. Outside of that, it's a free-for-all. People can do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. So it's hard. You got to understand that it could be hard to. I'm being sarcastic, right? I'm speaking figuratively, but it could be hard. It's hard to believe that you would go out of your way to hold somebody else accountable when at the same time you're an advocate for people doing whatever they want, whenever they want, and it's only important for us to understand them. Okay, you just said in the last show you wouldn't even hold somebody accountable for showing up to you.
All right, y'all. I just got hit up by my guest, man. He said he is on his way, man. So hopefully he get here so we can go ahead and start this interview, man, and y'all can check out from another person's perspective, man, and what he, you know what I'm saying, on what this brother here thinks. This brother, he speaks very powerful, you know what I'm saying, and delicate. So y'all be listening, man, and you know what I'm saying, y'all might learn some things from this brother. This brother is very powerful, very intelligent. So y'all get ready for him. So he said he on his way. So we're gonna keep going until you get here. Let's get it.
Your wedding in a bikini, you would be trying to understand and help.
All right. There my brother go right there. All right, brother. You ready to get in here? I'm gonna send you the link, brother. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Just click on it and, you know, put your name and I got you. Here's our brother right here, Asar Batu Saadi El. I hope I said that right, brother. I hope I said that right. All right. All right, here we go. All right, so yeah, they're going to link right there, man. Just click on that link. Click on the YouTube link, the one with the YouTube icon, man, and then I'll let you in. And we can go ahead, start this interview, man, and you tell us what you know, man. Let's teach the people tonight.
Them. You would help them. You didn't even hold nobody accountable in that example. So how are we supposed to really believe that you would do that in a regular setting? That makes no sense whatsoever.
Listen, if somebody, my family or friends, comes to an event like my wedding wearing a swimsuit, that is extremely out of character. Because no one I know, I've never seen anyone I knew in a swimsuit anywhere other than a pool or a beach. So if they came to my wedding in a swimsuit,
yeah, just click on that link in the chat, brother. Click on that link in the chat. That way I can let you in. Click on that link and put your name in there in the bubble, man, and then I can let you in.
that would mean there was something wrong. So yes, I'm gonna be concerned about a family member or friend that's doing that. I don't get why that's confusing.
Because I've never heard you give an example in which you ever held or would hold somebody accountable. You're always looking to understand why we would hold other people accountable. Or
all right, there go my brother there. What's going on, brother? What's going on, man?
Peace, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all all right?
Yeah, they see you.
I'm doing fine. Thank you.
I'm glad you can make it, brother. I'm glad you can make it, man. So we already hold on, let me get this here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I already told you what the topic was gonna be, man. Are women equal to men? And I've been to some of your lives, brother, and I got to say, hey man, I was kind of like blown away a little bit. I said, oh man, this guy's well worded, intelligent. So, I wanted to bring you to the show tonight, man, and pretty much, hey man, teach the people, man. That's why I wanted this interview, man. And I know that you're gonna touch on this topic, you know what I'm saying, with real power and strength. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So yeah, so shit, let the people know who you are, man. You know what I mean? And let's get to this discussion.
All right, so my name is Sheik Asar Saadi. I'm a Moorish American Muslim. I'm a representative for the Moorish nation. I also am a broadcaster. That's how I met the brother Tony Real to God. Far as the subject matter go, are women equal to men? Absolutely. In spirit, they are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's look at it like this. We are taught that the man is the head of the household, right? But who's the master of the household? It's the woman. I'll put it to you like this. Who puts that man in a position to be the head of the household? It's the woman. In 2022, most women that enter into a relationship, they come into a relationship with children already, either a child or children, right? Most, not all. And so they are giving the man the opportunity to rule over them, not rule in a demeaning way, right? Because submission just means cooperation. It don't mean what most of these, young men think. Submission means cooperation. It's when a man and a woman cooperate. And so that woman is giving up a portion of her sovereignty to say, you know what? I think that you qualify to provide for us. Provide not just dealing with finances, provide dealing spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, etc. And so that woman places him in that position. She's the master of the household. If she go today, he ain't the head of no household. So they work hand in hand. So physically is a woman equal, not in strength, right? Not in strength physically, but mentally, spiritually, yes, she is equal to her man. And if she ain't, it's because the man is weak as a man. A man should be sitting down every single day, taking time to build with his woman. Not building on mundane things, but reading books with her, with my queen my queen on the phone right now while I'm talking to y'all during this interview. Me and my queen sit up and we go over these books together. It's my duty to bring my queen up to my level mentally. And she's already intelligent, but I'm bringing her up there with me because it's my duty as a man. So if the woman isn't equal to her man, or she feels she isn't equal, she need to find a new king because he ain't raising her up to his level of understanding. So that's my perspective on it. I'm sorry for being long-winded. I apologize.
Nah, it's all right, brother. It's all right, brother. You good. Now, I want you to be long-winded. I want you to teach, man.
Yes,
I want
sir.
you to teach because everybody, everybody has a different perspective, on this equality. I've spoke to different women, and men, like yesterday and as far as today. And I'm telling you, I got so many different perspectives. Some people don't even believe, in spirituality as far as women being equal. Some people don't believe as far as, biblical, politically, generally. I mean, it's hectic, And it can get pretty mentally dangerous too if you're not careful.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, people go in on you, man. You know what I mean?
You
But
good, Ken. I'm just setting up this lighting equipment so that y'all can see me better too. But I'm here. I'm just setting up my lighting and light equipment.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What do you say, to women that feel that they are the ones in charge, not just mentally, but also socially?
Well,
and we're talking about equality, of course, at the same time.
Are we speaking in regards to like the feminine movement idea?
Because see, a lot of women think that, far as in that perspective, that makes them equal. So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, the feminist concept is actually a Eurocentric idea. It was when white women have felt that they didn't have the equal right to vote. I actually have an old newspaper around here dealing with that in the 1900s. That wasn't our sister's fight. That wasn't our sister's struggle. We still ain't got the right to vote. The Voters' Right Act had just got re-signed again. The last time it been signed was 2007, July 20th, 2007, by George Bush Jr. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because that's where that concept comes from. That's not our sister's fight, but we need to, as men, we need to teach our sisters that, the problems that, and I'm not making about race, it's just a historical background on it. The white woman's issue with her man isn't our sister's issue with us. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
That's true. That's true.
Straight up. How they treat their women ain't how we treat ours. We call our women queens. They call theirs milk. Straight up. So
I think they got the milk thing going.
Yeah, our struggle, our women's struggles is completely different. So I think we need to remind them of that. I'm sorry, my camera, I'm finna turn it back on. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I was just getting the lighting together. I'm sorry. All right, so yeah, that's where we at with it. That's what I would have to say to that. Stop taking on the white woman struggles. We love y'all. We do. It's some good brothers out here that love our beautiful sisters. We love y'all. I'll be the first to tell you that.
So let me ask you, would that be any comparison to that on why they feel that they're also equals because of what the struggle they're taking on, or would that just be just the behavior that they're that they're doing?
The same way that most of our brothers imitate white man to take on white man struggles. Our sisters do the same thing, because we have to look at it like this, right? The effects that slavery had on us, and I went to school for psychology, and what I found to be deep is the effects that slavery had on us. That it does, that stuff is in our DNA. So it controls the way we think, the way we're programmed, the way we socialize with each other as men and women. Think on this. Think on this, bro, right? And think on this, brothers and sisters. You know, most of women, you hear, not all, most women say brothers ain't S, right? And then brothers say women ain't S. That stuff stems from self-hatred. That's self-hatred. You know, they did a psychological experience in the year 1957. No, not 1957, 1967. It was during a Linda Brown versus the Board of Education case. And Thurgood Marshall was her attorney. And the test is called the Dr. Clark test, with the black doll and the white doll. And it shows that the war waged on our people was psychological. And it shows how we are born with an unnatural sense of self-hatred. So this is why our communication as men and women, this is why we at odds sometimes. This is why we take on our former oppressors' identity. We take on their way of thinking, the way we interact with our mates, the way we treat our children, the names we call each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, we have to reprogram ourselves. We have to teach our women that all of us need to be reprogrammed.
So you can pretty much say that this is the reason why there's so much, you know, the battle of the sexes, like who's really the alpha, you know what I'm saying? And this is, yeah, I mean, I find that to be ridiculous behavior, but you know, but like you said, man, it's psychological and it is also systematically. You are correct about that. But you know how, like, when we are like, you know, when you're in a relationship, right?
Yes, sir.
And you know, you and your girl or your wife or whatever like that, and y'all are, you know, talking about something that's pretty much that you disagree with, right? And you ever notice how in the world today, even maybe a little back in the past, how men would tend to submit more to their woman, and the woman would tend to say things like, you know, oh, he really think he running it. He know I'm running this. You know what I mean? So what would you say about some, you know, saying in that situation? Why do women feel that they are the ones that are the alpha and the men are pretty much the ones that are, let's just say, the servants? You know, why do women think that they're the ones that are in more power than the man? What makes them, you know, above us? You know what I'm saying? As far as equality is concerned, what makes them above us?
Well, the answer is simple, right? When we use terms like alpha, beta, these are Greek terms. These terms aren't indigenous to Africa at all. So when we hear, you know, women say, oh, I'm an alpha, want female, or we hear males say, I'm an alpha male, right? This is because, again, we have adopted a foreign concept. You know, that's unnatural to our true self. And so when we see women say, you know, I'm running it, it's not only the influence from foreigners, the Greeks, right? Because alpha, beta, that's Greek term. They use that in fraternity organizations, the Greek fraternities. This is Greek. But when we hear women say, I'm running this, it's also the influence that those fraternities, those Greek fraternities have on music. Like, look at Beyonce, who run the world? Girl. It's like everything got to be a competition. Why? You know, it doesn't have to be a competition if you and your husband is serving each other equally. Ain't no 50-50, it's 100-100. Give your all to each other. You know, when I don't mind submitting to my woman, and she don't mind submitting to me. And it's really not me submitting to her or her submitting to me. It's me submitting to the God that I see in her, the Allah I see in her. And when she submits to me, it's the Allah she see in me. See, we submit into something greater than this physical form.
So pretty much between you and your lady, y'all are spiritually equal, but not physically or not physically, mentally, or generally.
When God made the first man, he made the first woman. They both of their name was Adam. You know, when you go to Genesis chapter 5, verse 1 through 3, it's saying he made male and female, called their name Adam. It's just like when you get married to your woman, y'all take on the same name, the same last name. She take on your last name. So if your last name the guy, we just go say that. When you go to the doctor's office with your woman and they call the guy, ain't you go turn your head and ain't she go turn her head too?
Maybe. Maybe.
y'all both go, because y'all share the same.
I mean, I know I'm gonna turn my head, you know.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, me and my woman, we are equal. God made us equal. Man ain't trying to do nothing to keep us divided. That's all they trying to do is keep us divided. So I mean, for people, man, who do see things as a competition, I think that I would suggest humbly that we stop seeing things as a competition. You know, I was in a relationship before, prior to this one, with my queen, where my woman saw me as a competition because, you know, most women is used to dealing with, I'm 30 years old. Most women are used to making more than a man, but I'm pulling in more than her. So it's like a competition. I'm like, damn, I just want to take care of you. You know, but
yeah.
Most
some men have a problem with a woman making more than them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, me personally, man, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't care how much you make, as long as we taking care of each other and we taking care of these bills. If we, our kids, we good, we straight, we not hurting. I don't care if you made $100 billion more than me, as long as we good.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Money ain't about it. We not about the money, but we about it. We about making the money so we can take care of ourselves and each other and our family. But as long as me and you good, so yeah, I don't have a problem with that. But I spoke to some brothers. I think I might, that may be my next topic. I spoke to some brothers, man, and they ain't having that, man. They ain't having it.
I mean, it's just a matter of being, for one, knowing yourself as a man. Yeah. And being comfortable in your manhood. And secondly, that piece of paper with, you know, that dead white man on there should never compromise the integrity of your relationship and the undying love that you're supposed to have for your woman. My woman could make more money than me tomorrow. That's not gonna compromise the integrity of our relationship. That's not gonna compromise the love I got for her, because our relationship wasn't built on money. Now, if your relationship built on money, you got something to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah. That's I think that if it's built on money, that means both, if somebody start losing or don't have no money no more, then
but could it, you know what it could possibly be? You know what else it could possibly be, Tony the God? Is some men do feel like if my woman makes more than me, she's going to disrespect me, because I'm pretty sure we done all seen it.
Yeah.
When sisters make more money, they do feel like they could belittle their man. And a man may feel like, you know, my manhood could be stripped from. But see, if she ain't got respect for you today, she ain't had respect for you yesterday. That money ain't gonna make no difference. That money is just gonna show if you are respected. Because if my woman make good money, but she still respect me as a man. That's because the respect ain't built on the money. It's built on a relationship that I built with her. So that's why it's important for us brothers to actually build a relationship with our woman. Spend time with her. Spend time with her. Me and my queen go book shopping.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Reading is fun to mental. Fun to mental.
Right, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, like sit down and build with your woman, man. Debrief with her. You know, at the end of the day, sit down and be like, yo, what you get out that book you read?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me give you a brief summary of this book that I read. We have to spend time with our women. We have to. That's important.
But what do you think this mindset comes from with, you know, our women feeling that they're our equals? Do you think this could be some sort of psychological thing, or is it just out of all of the, you know what I'm saying, behaviors of the changing behaviors over time? And the
It's an
roles?
outburst. It's an outburst because most women, they do feel I'm talking about from the standpoint because as a broadcaster, I build with a lot of sisters too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of sisters feel like their voice has been suppressed. They not heard.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they do feel like they feel like they in a fight to be equal.
Yeah.
But that's not reality. If only our women knew how powerful their voice is.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get it. I get it. And I definitely understand why women feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they get shut down by men every time they want to talk. Whenever they want to talk to their man blow them off. They feel suppressed. So they feel like they're literally in a fight to be equal. Yo, I want you to hear me too. I hear about your problems, dude.
Mm-hmm. But wait a minute. Okay, you know, but wait a minute. Look at the times that we're in now. Women have one of the biggest voice in the world right now. They have movements, they have businesses, they're in more power than the men at this point. I mean, they really got it. But now that they do have it, why do you think so many women are abusing it now, man?
You ever seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
One of the coldest movies ever. You hear me?
Yeah,
And,
buddy, it was. That was something serious.
My boy said up in there, he say, now that you got it, you gotta maintain it. It ain't about getting it. It ain't about getting it. It's about maintaining it. So with our sisters, it's like, yeah, we got the power now, but now we gotta maintain it by any means necessary. But then it's like this, at what expense now? Because yeah, you got it. You go maintain it. We see you. But at what expense? At the expense of losing the brothers? You know, we can't, it's like these feminist movements, right? And we love our beautiful women, but these feminist movements are designed to tear down Black men. They are used to tear down Black men. The women's feminist movement fighting for equality,
yeah,
it's used to tear down Black men. This is the harsh reality. Because now our women have adopted this, I'm an independent woman. I had to ask a sister who told me she was an independent woman. I say, do you got a job? She said, yeah. I said, you depend on a man to pay you, right? She said, yeah, my boss. I say, so just say you independent of the Black man.
Hold up, brother. Hold up. Now, right there, if you would have said that, and some of the women I spoke to, man, they would have came for your head, man. I just gotta be honest about that. But that is, you know what I'm saying, that kind of like, that hit something right there, man, because if you independent, you know what I'm saying, then why are you pretty much relying on this man to pay you? You know what I mean? You know, independency, you know what I'm saying, means, you know, for me personally means that you don't need anyone. You pretty much got all your stuff together, your life. You pretty much got all your own money you can pay yourself. Don't claim that independency if you're still relying on a system to give you money. And
it's called government
assistance. Right. And then mainly the system is ran by what? Men. You You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So yeah, when I hear women say that, you know, say even men, when I say, hey man, no, you're not, man, because it took others, you know what I'm saying, to help you get what you got. It took that boss to pay you that check. You know what I'm saying? It took you filing your income tax to wait for those men and women that work at IRS to give you that money. So don't say you independent. If you're independent, then start your own country. You know what I'm saying?
True. You know, and so and to be honest, none of us are entirely independent.
Nope, no, not at all.
Every single human being on the face of this earth, we are all codependent on each other.
Yeah.
All of us is codependent on each other. Nobody is completely independent. We need each other. And that's just what it is. So I really think that we need to inform our sisters that, hey, we need you and you need us. Let's work together. Stop seeing each other as competition. I'm not independent of you. You're not independent of me. Let's be clear. We need each other to make a baby. And I know some sisters may use this logic. I don't need a man to raise. I don't need a man to have a baby. Yeah, you do. You need that life germ that comes from the man to be placed inside of you.
Yeah, they talking about they can go to a lab, man. Go to a lab and
the sperm still come from a man. It's just in the tube now. But the thing is, now you don't actually know your baby daddy. No, we need each other, and we need to fight for our family structure to be placed back in order.
Right.
We need to fight for it. But see, that's our job as men, though, Tony. The real guy. That's our job. We got to step up as men. It ain't their fault. Right. It's our fault for letting them down. Why? Because us as brothers, we want to be out on the street with the homies, right?
That's right.
Risking getting shot up, getting locked up, and we leaving her to fend for herself. We literally are leaving her. So not a woman is acting out her nature. She's like, yo, I'm both mommy and daddy. Because we left her. So we messed up. We dropped the ball.
So you would say that pretty much a lot of, I'm not gonna say all men, but you would pretty much say a lot of brothers have just given up and just laid it all out on the woman, and now the woman has to play both parts. But you know, that's vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say this, you know, so I don't mind putting this out. You know, that's what I'm going through. You know, I have all my children, and it's just me. You know what I'm saying? I have to play, you know, the logical, the tough love and the strict role. And I also have to play the nurturing, you know what I'm saying? You know, and the emotional, you know what I'm saying, attachment. So, you know, I have to play both roles. You know, I don't have, you know, their mother, you know, around. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's more of the women going through that than us. That's true. And so that would probably be another reason why women feel that you know, we're equal, because they feel because the man has pretty much given up. You know what I'm saying? And I know we hold the world on our shoulders. Yeah, we do. You know what I'm saying? But personally, man, and generally, I don't think that just because so many of us have given up, I need the women have to understand not all of us have given up. You know what I'm saying? So, but they tend to put that on every man. Like every man has given up. And I don't think that's right, brother.
It isn't, because I was talking to a sister, man. She came through among me and a couple of my buddies. Her this is just a sidebar as an example. Something happened to her niece. She cussed out all my friends. My friends like, man, we ain't killed your niece. It ain't our fault. Why you gunning for all of us? We ain't did nothing wrong. So our women do. It's to the point where it's boiling over. Our women are hurt. Our women are traumatized. Yes, us brothers, we got the whirlwind on us. But it's a reason why we 1 degree stronger than women physically. Physically. It's our duty to carry this world on our shoulders and set our woman on top of the world while we carry it.
I want you to, if you don't mind, brother, I'd like you to just teach the people, just teach the people that's viewing from all these other platforms, teach the people right now, man, and let them know about, you know what I'm saying, how they can cope with this equality struggle, man. Teach the people, man.
Yes, sir. Peace and thank you. I would honestly say that the way we could cope with this equality struggle is just see each other as being equal. You know, stop seeing each other as competition. Literally, sit down with your mate, spend time with your mate. Make the premises of the relationship. Make that premises education. Education. Because the same way a man could teach a woman could teach a man. And then you teach your children. You teach your children. You know, it's no competition in life because they the succeeding generation, right? So we got to teach them that they equal to their counterparts too. Because the way that this system is set up, everything is a competition. From when you're young, your parents pitch you in sports, in a sports program, right? You got competition. That's what they tell you, competition. This team versus that team, competition. When you racing, you run track, competition, first place, second place. They systematically, psychologically are programming us to always be in competition. And if it's competition, right, somebody is better and somebody is worse. Somebody is greater, somebody is less. And we need to come up out that way of thinking. We need to come out that way of thinking. So we need to reprogram ourselves, right? We need to reprogram our mates, right? Reprogram our children. And then we also extend that lesson to our neighbors. I want to share something with y'all, right? I want to share something with y'all real quick. One of my favorite chapters, right? I'm just giving this one brief verse, right? One of my favorite chapters, and the Morse Holy Quran Circle 7, chapter 46, verse 8. It says, through love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, all men are one and equal to seek their own destiny. All men are one and equal to seek their own destiny. When it says men, it's not speaking about a gender. Just like if we use the term mankind, we know we're talking about man and woman. So even when we just use the term man, we speaking about both man and woman. Man and woman, we are one. Not two, we are one. And we are equal to seek our own destiny. The alpha, the omega, the beta demonstration, we need to get rid of that. Like I stated before, those are foreign concepts. They are not indigenous to our ancient African ancestors. Our African ancestors did not believe that they were alphas, omegas, and betas. We carried each other as equal in Africa. We did not see our woman as being less than us. We did not see her as that. We saw her as being equal. In fact, if you go to Northwest Africa, what's called Morocco, you got what's called the Marabouts. That's Marabouts, Marabouts. And the Marabouts, right? You got the holy men. Well, the holy men who are saints are both men and women. Women are considered to be holy men and holy saints too. This is an indigenous African practice of our ancestors. They are called the Marabouts. So we need to get back to our roots. This is why Alex Haley made a movie called Roots. See, our problem is that we always hack at the leaves, but we do not dig at the roots. You dig at them roots, then you will appreciate the fruits. Because there's no greater knowledge than the knowledge of self. Knowledge of self is when you study your ancestors too. Because their achievements, their struggles, is all in our DNA according to the science of psychology and biology. So it's important to study our history, our past cultures, customs, traditions, byways. It's important for us to study that history in order to be a better person, a better people in our present, and to build a greater tomorrow, a greater future. So we have to study our history and get away from these Greek philosophies. We have to get away from that. Peace, Kay. Can y'all hear me?
All right. Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Dang on, mic fell off my head. Okay, so yeah, you did that. I gotta hand it to you, bro. You did that. So you pretty much, want a lot of the people, man, to pretty much get in touch with their spiritual connection, which makes them equal, pretty much collectively, correct?
Absolutely. We need to get back to that.
So so I'm pretty sure you probably already stated why, but for our small-minded people, man, can you let the people know why that is so important, as far as their relationships, man, because I'm pretty sure if they do that, they'll probably be even more connected, probably more better with each other. So yeah, explain to them why that is so important.
All right, so when you look at the word spiritual derives from spirit. The word spirit derives from spiritus. Spiritus means breath. It means breath. Each time that we inhale and exhale, we are dispersing as well as taking in atoms. So each time anybody near you or anybody on this earth exhales, those atoms from their breath, their spirit, you are taking in when you inhale. We are all connected, even to the spirit. We say the spirits of our ancestors. What spirit mean again? Spirit derives from spiritus. It means breath. We are still connected to those atoms that our ancestors put out there. So when we breathe, we are taking it in. We taking in the spirit of our ancestors. Because spirit derives from spiritus. Spiritus means breath. It's the very breath that we breathe. That's our ancestors. That's our ancestors. Why you think they say breathing strategies are important? Controlling your breathing. What you doing when you controlling your breathing? You controlling your spirit. But if you don't have the knowledge of your ancestors, then you won't have that discipline to have breathing strategies. That come with discipline. That come with discipline. But discipline can only be executed when you educate it. When you educate it on things. That connection back to our African spirituality is important. Why do you think everybody going back to Africa? Africa is being fully colonized right now. You got the Germans over there, the French, the British, the English, the Dutch. China just went over there and colonized a portion of Africa. Everybody going back to Africa but us. And we connected, not just physically to that land, but mentally and spiritually and emotionally. We connected. But why we don't want to go back mentally too? Why we don't want to turn our heads back to Africa? That connection is important. Everybody see how important that connection is except for us. We need to get back to it. It's important. That's why it's important. because they strip you of that connection. You know, in the First Amendment, not the First Amendment, the United States Constitution, Article 1, Section 3, it considers our people to be 3/5 of a person. 3/5. This happened April 1st, 1774. I'm going to show you how important our spirituality is. April 1st, 1774 marks the beginning of the process of the European colonists that came over here from Britain. This marks the day that they stripped us of our nationality and began calling us Negro, Black, Colored, and African American. None of these have any connection to our ancestors, because our ancestors wanted Black, Colored, African American, none of that. They want none of that before slavery. Then they stripped away our spirituality from us. This is still in the United States Constitution, still to this day. Our people are still considered 3/5 of a person. Now, if your nationality and your spirituality was so important for them to take it away from you by way of a legislative process, shouldn't it be that important for you to get it back? No one is going to take anything from you, especially by way of a legislative process, unless it got some great value to it. Ain't nobody gonna take nothing from you that ain't got no value. Before I came into the knowledge of truth, I used to be in the streets. I wouldn't take a blank sheet of paper from you. It ain't got no value to it. I'm not gonna take the lint. I wasn't gonna take the lint that was in your pocket, the lint bar. It ain't no value to it. Now, this is still in the Constitution. That's how important it is. It's in the Constitution. It's in the law. So we need to get back to it. We need to get back what was took from us. The same science that put us in this condition is going to be the same science to get us out of it.
All right, brother. All right. Cool. Man, you tell you got some power in you, brother. You got some power in you, brother. You know,
you do
a lot of people, man, would enjoy hearing what you're saying, man. But you know, there's a lot of people out there, man, that's hard to convince. Now, you know, you have a lot of people that don't believe in spiritual connection. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people that don't believe in financial or political connection. So how can a man and a woman, you know what I'm saying, be connected if they only believe to be connected generally, but not, you know what I'm saying, but not 100%?
They can't be connected. That's the thing. You can't be connected if listen, if it's an absence of the spirit, you're not gonna be connected. It gotta be something that binds y'all together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It gotta be something that binds y'all together. Is it the spirit or is it the flesh? Because the spirit is infinite, but this flesh is finite. So if y'all bonding over the flesh, this flesh go pass away.
Wait a minute. But what about, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta take it there. What about, you know what I'm saying? You know, we are lions, man. You know, we kings. You know, we meant to rule. You know what I'm saying? What about that dominance that we men play in, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? And being the one that's, sorry about that.
You're okay.
Anyway,
King.
my bad. Anyway, so yeah, but what about that role that we play as far as having that dominance, man, in the relationship? You know what I'm saying? As far as the world is concerned, you know, we're the ones that are, you know what I'm saying, that are the dominant species. You know what I'm saying? We are meant to rule. You know what I mean? Do you think that because of us having that dominancy could be the reason why women feel like, okay, you know, we deserve a voice, or we deserve to be just as equal and dominant? Like, speak about that. Speak on that.
Well, I said like this: every woman isn't meant to submit to a man first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
So if a man got to fight to be dominant, or if he feel like he got to force his dominancy on her, they don't need to be together. They don't need to be together because in my relationship, listen, I don't have to be forcing my dominancy on her. I don't. Now, it is certain instances where an executive decision has to be made, and me being a man, or her trusting me to lead, I say, you know what, listen, I already took care of that. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. You don't want to be overly dominant to the point where you oppress your woman. That's not what dominancy is. Like, I think a lot of men mistake dominancy for being a tyrant. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, you said you say you think a lot of men, excuse me, brother. You think, oh, God. Hold on, brother.
You okay,
people keep going. Go ahead. What you about to say, brother?
No, I think like brothers is confused between dominancy and being a tyrant. You know, being a man, we gonna naturally be dominant. But I think most men overdo it when they force it down a woman's throat. Like, I'm the man and you the woman. You less than me. I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. Come on. That's a tyrant right there. That's a bully. Man, all we got to do is just be us. Just be you. And like I say, every woman is not meant to submit to every man. That woman that's meant for that man that's going to respect him as a man and respect his leadership, it's going to naturally come, man. That she going to respect your dominancy as a man. Dominancy just means being firm in your decision making as a man. Letting your yes be yes and letting your no be no. Letting your yes be yes and your no be no, because don't no woman like no fecal man, no weak, fragile man, a man who is wavering in his decision making. And 1 minute is yes, the next minute is no. Being dominant is being stern in your decision making, not stern on your woman. Because a woman is looking for leadership. She looking for guidance. Jill Scott, one of my favorite singers from back in the day. She said, when you lead, I will follow.
That's true. That's true. Because that's one thing I do believe, man. Women, women are actually, they're looking for a strong leader. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I feel that, women, women should be led by a strong leader. You know what I mean? I don't think no woman is going to be led by anyone that can't lead and don't know how to lead them. You know what I mean? And I think that's why a lot of women tend to take the position of a man, because they feel like, okay, he weak. This dude weak. He can't lead nothing. He can't do nothing. I've been doing everything. I got to do everything. So I'm going to lead. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, yeah. But I also wanted to go back to when you said that it's tyrancy. It's kind of like a tyrancy when you have to fight for dominance as a man.
Yes, sir.
But why is that complete tyrancy? But why exactly would it be tyrancy if it's innately in us to be dominant?
Because we wasn't taught how to. Most of us men were raised in a single mother household. Mm-hmm. Most. And so we didn't have our fathers to guide us on how to be a man. And ain't no instruction manual come with this. And so it's like when we do it, it's out of ignorance. I understand that it's inherently in us, right? But we still got to be educated on how to use it.
So you're saying it's pretty much being abused by the male. It's not actually being used properly in order to gain the trust and respect from a woman.
Absolutely.
And so would you say that that's a part of the matter on why women feel they're equal? because they have to take on that same dominancy as a man, because a lot of men are not. Okay, gotcha. I didn't even have to finish that.
That's the second part of it, because the first part is our women are taking the white woman's struggle and making it her own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's the second part of it. You know how, like, when you're looking up definitions, you got more than one definition.
Yeah.
With this particular problem, the equality, you know, the women's equal rights movement is multiple, you know, problems from that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, but why do you think women have you know, do you think that's a, you know what I'm saying, for the women to be taking on this white woman narrative? You know what I mean? Because you know what I'm saying, because from a lot of things that I've, you know, read and studied, a lot of the behavior, you know what I'm saying, of our black women have come from what they've, you know what I'm saying, naturally learned from, you know what I'm saying, a systematic, you know, a systematic I would say insurrection. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're trying to be more of like them, but then the white women are trying to be more like the black women. You know what
it's
I'm saying?
identity crisis.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So why do you think? Why do you think the sisters are going through that, man? Because see, the sisters is like, because you know, like, you know, when you look at the white woman, you know what I'm saying, she's the white woman for some reason, and you know what I'm saying, we're not racist, but in their particular race, you know, I've noticed that the white woman is very, very brash, very dominant. You know what I'm saying? Very much in control. You know what I'm saying? I've seen them destroy men. Like destroy them from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet, brother. You know what I mean? And the minute that they get with a black man, it's quite different. You know, they'll destroy them too, but not as quick as they'll destroy their own. You know what I'm saying? You know, so
we ain't having.
You say what now?
Because we ain't having it. We'll take Sequita nonsense, but we ain't gonna take Becky nonsense.
That's true.
Sequita look too much like mama.
Yeah. But you know,
so
look, a lot of sisters though, and I've seen this. A lot of sisters, man, you know, they be, you know, they so stuck on, you know what I'm saying, you know, believing that they're equal to where they going right at you. They going right at you, telling you what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a lot of the black brothers, a lot of the black men, telling you what to do, telling you what you can and can't do, telling you how things should go. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that in that position, that's where the man should stand up taller, because it's your job to protect, it's your job to build, and it's your job, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that everything in your house, you know what I'm saying, is in order. And she's going to keep it together. You know what I mean? But if she got to keep the house together and do your job and play your part as a man, then that is the psychological thing that goes on in her mind, to where she believes, well, I'm equal to you. You know what I mean? So it's like so pretty much the man is forgetting his role, and the woman is not only taking on, you know, moving her role, you know what I'm saying, on the back burner, but she's taking on the man role because she feels like she is the more attentive one for the job. So brothers gotta get their shit together, man.
The thing is, we have been stripped from our role. Look at this from a religious aspect.
Okay.
I was talking to my babes yesterday about this.
Yeah, teach that, brother. Teach that. Let me give you your light. Teach that, brother.
Since we was young, going to church with grandma, we heard about Mary having a child without a man. I really want y'all to think on this for a minute, because in the Bible, it actually says that Joseph was Jesus' actual daddy. In fact, Mary and the Bible acknowledged Joseph as being her baby's father. When Jesus was 12 years old and they went looking for him when he was in the temple of Jerusalem, and she was like, me and your father been looking for you. Me and your father been, and who was with her? Joseph. Why do you treat us like this? But we have been taught religiously and it was done by a systematic matter, right? That Mary had a child without a father. Now think on that. They removed Joseph from the whole picture, and they put the Holy Ghost in there in replacement of Joseph. But when you look up Holy Ghost or an angel, it's a white man. It's a white man. When you look up the picture of an angel, just Google, you go see a white man or a white woman. So they removed us from the picture, just like Joseph, and put the Holy Ghost right there. You don't need a man. You don't need a man. God got you. I know God got, listen, sisters, I know God got you. He gonna always have you. But you know what? He made man for you. He said it is not well that man should be alone. See, they don't want to teach that part in the Bible in Genesis. God said it is not well for man to be alone. Think on that for a minute. He said, so I'm going to make him a helpmeet. Helpmeet means wife. Man and woman was meant for each other. But they took us out of the picture. Just think on that for a minute, man. Then check out this. They took God out the picture. This is just a sidebar. They took God out the picture with the First Amendment, separation between church and state. Church in the legal sense is synonymous with the word religion. It's a separation between religion and state. They separate you from God. Then the government give you government assistance, Section 8. And what they say, sisters, no man can be in your house. So they separated. They taught you since you was a child. Mary had a little lamb without the shepherd. She had a son without her baby daddy, right? Without her husband, without a father. Then later on, you learn separation between God and state. Then when you get government assistance, they tell you your man can't live with you. Anybody see anything wrong with this? The system is set up to break our family structure down. It's set up that way, religiously, politically, socially. This system is built to tear us down. They ain't teaching their people that. When you go up in their communities, man, you see the daddy and the mama at the soccer game. Daddy wears daddy shorts probably higher than mama's shorts at the soccer game, but they there together, rooting for their child. We need to get back, man. We need to start thinking for ourselves, man. The holy and divine prophet Noble Drew Ali declared, if I could get you to think, you could save yourselves. We need to start thinking for us. Marcus Garvey, one of the greatest men that ever walked the face of this earth, said this. He said this, check this, bro. He said, it is a battle for the African mind. It is the battle for the African mind. It's a struggle right now going on for our mind. Look at the music that the industry is promoting. Cardi B said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but I still got the ring.
So all of this stuff, all of this that's going on, as far as the music, the saying the entertainment that's being broadcast, you know what I mean?
Religion,
religion, all the politics, So are you saying that basically all this plays a part on why, women believe that they're equal to us because of what's being fed to them?
You are what you eat. We was taught that growing up a long time ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are what you eat. when eat means to consume, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you hear things, when you see things, that penetrates your mind. When you crack the cranium open, the eyes are literally connected to the brain. So what you see, that's why they call it television, telling lies to your vision.
Mm-hmm.
When you crack that cranium open, your eyes is connected, literally connected to your brain. That's why when you eat junk food, they say you eat junk food. When you what you watching, what you hearing, what's being spoken to you, if it's junk, then you're going to think like junk.
Mm-hmm. But what? So even though that we have all of these, other things of nature that's going on, and the reason why it's psychologically changing, the very mindset of the woman, even though we have all that going on, would you say that it would be the man's job to bring the woman back to her actual roots on how she's supposed to play her part?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a man's job to teach his woman, but she has to be willing, right? It's an old saying. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That's an old ancient lesson right there. It is the man's duty to elevate his woman, but he got to be educated. Don't no real woman want no dummy. Don't no real woman want no dummy. So the man has to be educated first. And I just want to say this, brothers, we need to start valuing education. We need to stop. Listen, and I love music. Don't get me. I'm not finna lie to you. I love Chief Keef, right? Straight up.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Let's be realistic about this, right?
Yeah.
But we need more scientists among us. We need more mathematicians among us. We need more lawyers among us. We have to start valuing education.
So wait, far as women or far as both men and women, more scientists, more teachers, more mathematicians, more physicians?
Our beautiful sisters, check this. Our sisters is doing their damn thing when it comes to education. They doing their thing.
I gotta give them their props. Yeah, they are.
I'm gonna salute the queens, man. I'm talking about us men, right? Because mind you, it's our duty to teach our women. See, check this. Our women is being educated through the European system. We know who running this, right? Our duty as men is to not only be educated in their educational system, but also we as men need to be educated in our indigenous African school system, far as studying the ancient literature written by our ancestors. And so when we do run into our women, we can be like, baby, I know they taught you this, but look at this. And show it to her. And she's like, damn, I learned this in school, but I didn't know it was a backstory behind. Yes. Us men, we gotta study twice as hard so that we could clear up the misconceptions that was taught to our women. Because our women have been taught, that, light skin is the right skin. I'm not knocking my light skin sisters. Y'all beautiful, salute. But my queen is dark skin.
I'm sorry, but that's silly. That's silly to me. Light skin is the right skin. I heard that before. That's silly.
So indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Listen, my queen is dark, beautiful. I love it. And I clean up those misconceptions. I love her dark skin. She wear natural, beautiful, long locks. Locks go down. They ain't near to her knee. I love them. We have to clear up that misconception that our women ain't good enough, because that's what they've been taught in that school system. Our women is good enough. In fact, they greater than good enough. And so as men, we need to educate ourselves twice as much, like I said, to clear up those misconceptions.
I mean, so what do you like? Do you like worship the black woman, man, or do you just love the black woman?
I love our sisters. I don't worship the black woman. I don't subscribe to the ideology that the black woman is God. I prescribe to the ideology that there is no God but the one God, the true God. May you call him Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Herabrum, Thoth, Tahuti, Zeus, whatever. But I believe in the one God.
Let me put this out there. Because I gotta, you know what I'm saying, I gotta bring you back. We're gonna keep talking about this, but
yes,
I just want to let you know that I gotta bring you back for another, you know what I'm saying, for another show, man, because I usually do a show, I call it Bible interrogations, man. So I'm sure you look like a brother, you sound like a brother, you know what I'm saying, very articulate and intellect, man. So I just want, hey, if you can handle it, man, I want to bring you back on the show, and I want to, you know what I'm saying, interrogate you on that Bible, man. I do it. And look, man, it ain't nothing to be trying to, to have you, you know what I'm saying, disbelieve in nothing, not to insult you, not to, the show is just based off me questioning, you know what I'm saying, people on whether they follow all the commands that their God give them. That's all it is.
I want to say this, sir. I really appreciate this. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And I'm going to tell you something. A real teacher isn't afraid to get examined. See, when I was made a Sheik, a Moorish Islamic Sheik, I was tried, never denied, and retried again. I had to be tested.
Right.
I love being tested because what it does is it allows me the ability to keep my scimitar sharp. I love it, so I welcome it. I can't wait to participate in this beautiful demonstration, King.
Oh yeah, man. We got some, I got some tough questions, man.
Oh, real quick, if you don't mind me, sir, I apologize for interrupting. I just want to say that, I don't worship the black woman, but I do believe that our sisters have been beat down by society.
Yeah.
And we definitely need to uplift our women. And our women also have to understand that they need to uplift us as well.
But
they
brother,
need to uplift us as well.
Right. They need to uplift us as well. But brother, we have, you know what I'm saying, you have so many women that they're not trying to uplift because they're not trying to uplift themselves. But you also have a lot of women that also has given up. Not all of them, but you have a lot of them that has. And then you have ones that, you know what I'm saying, that claim this independency, you know what I'm saying, and saying that they don't need a man, they don't got to rely on a man, they don't have to do any of this, you know what I'm saying. And I've heard women say this, and I heard women say that, well, I don't need a man because shit, I'm just like a man. So, that make me equal to everything about a man because I can do stuff better than the man and I can do a man's job better than him. You know what I mean? So you have women that actually psychologically believe that they are the most equal species, you know what I'm saying, to the very order on which it's supposed to go. You know what I mean? They're playing not just the female part, but the male part as well. You know what I mean? Because, see, I asked a woman this one time. I said, hey, when you're having sex, who's the one that on their back and who is the one that been over? You know what I'm saying? And then she was trying to say, oh, well, a man been over. I was like, no, I'm talking about a man and a woman. I ain't talking about no man and man, no woman and woman. No. Who is the one that lie on their back and who is the one that bends over? Who is the one doing the receiving and who is the one, giving? I'm like, so how are you equal to a man if you're not doing the same as a man during sex?
I mean, but we have to understand that they our queens, man, they have been programmed since they was little. Remember the song back in the day when we was children? It was a song, and it was a man and a woman. Listen to these lyrics. Check out this. Anything you could do, I could do better. I could do. Remember that?
Anything,
no, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yeah. Remember that's the they had a commercial too with Michael Jordan and the Caucasian woman. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we grew up singing it as children.
Mm-hmm.
Just think on that. They have been setting us up from the beginning. But see, in that Bible and Revelations, it says that a sister sat on a moon with 12 stars under her feet, and she had a child, and she was bearing the pains of womanhood. And it says that the dragon, the devil, Satan, the beast, sat right there and was ready to devour her child as soon as it was supposed to be delivered. Since we came into this world, we have been getting attacked on all 5 sides. When I say 5 sides, I'm speaking about head, arm, leg, arm. We have been attacked since we came out the womb. Check out this. Listen to the songs that they give us as children that plays a part of our mind. That was just one of them. Anything you could do, I could do better. This is just a sidebar song. Rockabye Baby, On the Treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock.
When the vibe breaks, the cradle will fall, and down come baby, cradle and all. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like something.
It's speaking about the death. You killing your baby. That's an abortion.
And because when I first heard it as a child, I was like, man, that sounds strange. But as I got older and I learned, you know what I'm saying, what it actually could possibly mean, I was like, man, it sounds like they're trying to make y'all abort your baby or kill your baby or something like that.
The ice cream truck music.
Yeah. Luring children in.
Right, like a lot of us don't even know the historical background. This stuff, man, we have been getting attacked psychologically.
Yeah.
Music carries messages in it. Why you think when you hear certain music, you be wanting to turn up? You hear certain music and make you want to cry, and then when you hear that other song, I can do anything better than you, it makes you want to fight against your man.
Got people like, oh yeah, that's my song. Yeah, I see what you mean though. You got some music that make you be like, oh, that's my song, make you want to move, make you want to, you know what I'm saying, do some stuff, man. So yeah, it's a psychological war for real.
I cannot listen. Look, I can listen to Chief Keef driving to work, not from work. Because I'm going to be fooling, because when I get off work, it's 5 in the morning. I'm going to be doing a little lane. So music has a message and it carries energy. So when we hear this song, I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. We go be at odds with each other. Just think on that, yo.
And but that song right there itself is psychological.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's motivating. It's motivating both parties to compete.
But if you notice, it was white people.
Yes. They pretty much let it. Yeah.
It ain't Shanique when Ray on there singing that.
Nah. Nah.
It ain't Shanique when Ray on there singing that. That was their struggles.
Yeah.
That was their struggles. We got to stop adopting other people's problem, man.
But I also think that the songs, you know what I'm saying, also directs it toward the blacks as well, though. I do think it's directed toward the blacks too, because because of the history and because of what we know from how they've been studying us for centuries, trying to be better, than us. So yeah, that song kind of like, puts that in kind of like a bit of a perspective, man.
We could look at it from that perspective. It's so many, it's so many different ways we could look at a lesson, and we could definitely see it as that. Because when you think about it, they have always saw themselves as being better than us.
Yeah.
They used to tell our women back in the day. I know you remember the song with Sir Mix a lot. I like big butts.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt." Big, not to be vulgar, but big butts was the same back in the day.
Yeah, it's coming back too.
Right, like you had so many sisters trying to have flatbacks. Now you got white women trying to look like sisters now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, they thought that, flat butt, flat lips, you know what I'm saying? Like our sisters I was born in that era. I was born in that era. I didn't have a full concept of what was going around me, but as I reflect, I think about that era where I seen our sisters think to alter their appearances.
Mm-hmm.
They sought to alter their appearances so that they could fit in with society and what the standards of society was at that particular hour. But now white women want to be sisters. So they always saw themselves as being better than our sisters. And they men have always saw themselves as being better than us. Why? Because they gave our sisters government assistance, put us out the house.
Yep, sure did.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that our brothers is 100% innocent, but we do know.
But they've also created housing projects where the man can't even live with them.
Right.
Taking the man from the home and from the children. You know,
look at the word you just
they've
used.
been doing that.
Look at
that's another psychological thing on why women feel they're equal is because of the adjustments that the government made to make the to psychologically put that in their mind. You know what I'm saying? They want them to feel like, hey, whatever you need, we'll take care of you. You don't need that man. You know what I'm saying? You can do it.
But look at the word you use. Projects.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Project is an experiment. It's an experiment.
Yeah.
They literally put us in a confined environment, call it the projects, right? More than likely, when I was growing up, projects had bars on the windows. You remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just like prison, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just like prison,
jail.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And they call it a project because those housing people are literally they examining us like cattle.
Mm-hmm.
They call her project. Let's see if she could survive without her man. Read the Willie Lynch letter, y'all. Y'all get a chance, beloved brothers and sisters, look up the Willie Lynch letter. Put the man against the woman.
And they're pretty much actually putting the woman in position to psychologically make her believe that she is equal to a man. Because they put her in a certain position to psychologically retrain her. Like, man, say that if this is not a psychological war, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, man. Yeah, it's gotten dangerous too. Over time, it's gotten dangerous.
Facts, absolutely. We definitely need it. Like I say, we need to come up out of that, and we need to start seeing stuff for what it is.
Right.
We need to literally start seeing stuff for what it is. We need to get out of their projects because they're experimenting on us.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get out of that. Straight up.
Yeah, we do. Right.
We need to.
So, all right. So from a let's just say from a political view, why do you think women politically feel that they would be best for the job of running an entire nation? Teach on that, brother.
Because since the inception of...
I'm going to give you the flow. Teach on that.
Yes, sir. Because since the beginning of America, I'm speaking from political standpoint, from the beginning of the foundation of the American government, this system has been ran by men. You know how most of our people, and we seen they was all white men, you see how most of our people, they was like, man, I can't wait till we get a black president. I can't wait till we get a black president. And then they got Obama, and they were so happy to see that. Okay, our women is like, yo, all these men, just like everybody want to see a black president, I want to see a woman win, even if she ain't black. They want to see the possibilities of womanhood. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because America isn't a patriarchal society. Neither is it a matriarchal society. It's a democracy / Republican form of government. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. And it's also a democracy. So women want to see a woman. They want to see a woman run this. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that a woman should have the opportunity to run a country because America is a society where we all supposed to be equal, politically speaking too. We are supposed to have equal rights. The same way a man has the right to run for office, a woman has the right to run for office. Because again, this ain't a patriarchal society now. This was a patriarchal society then. That's a different situation, but it's not.
Well, brother, hold on. Do you think the world, as far as men in the world, do you think the brothers are, the men are ready for that, man? I mean, because I spoke to a lot of brothers, man, and they are not ready for that, and a lot of them don't want it to happen. And me personally, man, hey, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? See how far you can take it, sister. That's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against it at all. But you got a lot of brothers, man. They not ready for it. They don't want it. They don't want no woman leading them. They don't want. They touch on that.
That's because they're not securing their manhood. A lot of men don't want to feel like a woman leading them. A lot of men don't. But listen, check this. It's certain instances where a woman has to take the lead. I don't smoke and I don't drink. But if a man is with his woman and he's drunk, and he's in the club with his woman, he drunk, you're under the influence. You're incapable of leading this woman back to the house. You're incapable of leading your queen back to the house. She got to take control, baby. Come on, here, take this water. Take this water. Come on, baby, let's get in the car. Come on, get in the car now. Come on. Get in the car. Come on, baby. I got you. She get the wheel.
Hold on a second, brother. If anyone is just tuning in, appreciate you coming. Thank you for coming. Like the video, share the live, and like I said, appreciate you coming, man. This topic is: are women equal to men? And I have a very intelligent brother right now speaking, Mr. Sheik Asar. And y'all listen up, man. Y'all listen up. Share the live, y'all. Like the video, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue to listen to this brother. And hey, he teaching right now. And hey, let's learn. Let's learn, y'all.
Sure indeed. Thank you, King. So with certain instances where a woman has to take the lead. There's certain instances. So it's not about men being ready for that. They have to get ready for it. Because women feel like they have to be put in that position because the men that's in the White House ain't doing their job. Think on this. The Voters' Rights Act, in order for our people, the so-called Negro, Black, Colored, African Americans, to be able to vote, has to get re-signed every 25 to 27 years. It's not a right. That's a granted privilege. Our young brothers are still being gunned down in the street. Our young sisters being gunned down in the street. The men in office ain't doing the job. That's forcing women to be like, you know what? Y'all not doing the job, so I got to do it. That's in any relationship.
Hold on, brother. We got somebody in the comments that say that, yes, okay, but yes, okay, but it has to be the right woman to run the country. How do we know if it's the right woman or not? We won't know until she get elected. So I'm not really following you, sister.
Well, check out this. Before any candidate is elected, they campaign. During their campaigning, we learning about their track record, their political footprint, works they did in the community. We learned a little bit of history about them, what school they went to, what activity they was into.
Yeah, but
we learning about each candidate.
Right, brother. You right about that. But how we can learn all that. but they tend to do the complete opposite, like a 2-year-old. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of times politicians, they'll make promises, they'll say this and say that, they explain their life, they'll tell the world who they really are as a person. But the minute they get in that seat of power, that position of power, it's a completely different agenda. So I do see what you mean, but I just wanted to add that in there.
I mean, we took chances. We took chances on all these men. We could take chances on a woman now.
And you're right. And you're right. You're right.
We rolled the dice with Donald Trump. We rolled the dice with Joe Biden. We rolled the dice. You know, so why not roll the dice with women, right?
Do you think it's time?
Absolutely. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that the time for a woman to run the country is predicated upon my opinion, right? Because I'm just giving my humble opinion. But I do think that it is time for a woman to run the country. I think that.
Okay. You know, like I said, man, you know, like I said, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it, man. I'm not complaining. I'm not fussing about it, disagreeing with it. You know, if you wanna, you know what I'm saying, hey, if you feel you can handle this, sister, because that's the most stressful job in the world, being a world leader. And if you feel you can handle it, sister, you know, do your thing, baby. Get up there, run your campaign, win that election. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you treat everybody right and make sure you keep your promises, because most politicians, they don't keep their promises. This is for future reference. Future reference. True. But I want to touch on this, man. So you know how you know, a man and a woman, they tend to, you know, get into altercations, and a woman would, you know, if she caught a man cheating, she, you know, saying more than likely she'll attack him, or if she caught a man lying, you know, she'll attack him. You know, I'm not saying all women will do this, but I want to touch on that, and I want to bring up this video, man, where they're pretty much speaking on it. It's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, why women expect men to walk away after putting their hands on them. So let me bring up this video real quick, man.
Yes, sir.
I want you to touch on this here. I'm gonna bring this up here, and let me know if you can hear this too. I hope you can. I hope you can.
Yes, sir, I'm with it.
All right. Here we go. Here. Let me know if you can hear it. Can you hear that?
No, it sounds kind of muffled.
Okay, yeah. Let me share the. I probably got to share the dang on audio with it. Hold on.
I think
you know
that Courtney.
Hold on, wait.
Okay, go ahead, Anton.
Can you hear that?
Yep, I can hear it now. Yep.
Okay, cool.
The interesting thing about it is that they will spend 99.9% of their time trying to get you to figure out how to be more reactive instead of solving the problem, which is you should not put your hands on a man.
That was the first thing everyone said.
You don't even get into this situation if y'all need to spend more time having conversations with women and saying, hey, you're not equal to a man. You're not as strong as a man. Keep your hands off of him, and you won't find yourself in a position where he got to try to restrain you. We're not even having this conversation.
What is, oh my God. He's 1,000% right. Okay. We got a guest on. We got a guest. We got a guest on. We can do this after hours. We can do this after hours.
I do think.
Okay, so that was like kind of like the beginning of it. You know what I'm saying? Did you get anything out of that?
I mean, a woman definitely shouldn't be putting her hands on a man.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not equal in strength. I said that in the beginning of the show. You know, for the women out there, a man don't like his manhood challenged. You know, when a guy calling us a punk is a challenge to our manhood, we be ready to you know, slap dog doo-doo down his leg. You know, So it's like when a woman put their hands on a man, that's challenging a man's manhood. You know, so I disagree with any form of domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think putting your hands on a man make you equal, even if you catch him cheating or you catch him lying. There's ways you could deal with it.
Right.
There's other ways you could deal with it. You could walk away from the relationship, or you could do counseling. You could do counseling to figure out what went wrong in your relationship. But to put your hands on a man, no, if you don't want a man to put his hands on you, you shouldn't put your hands on a man. Now that's equality.
Can you see that comment right there on the screen, brother? I don't mean to interrupt you. This lady in the comment want to ask. She want to ask this question to you. You seen that comment?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, that sounds like a tyrant. That sounds like a tyrant. You know, if a man don't want nobody in your life but him, he wants you to be solely dependent on him.
Mm-hmm.
He won't, in an event, he's a man, and vice versa too. Indeed, he's a man who obviously has future plans of breaking that woman down, right? So he wants this woman to separate herself from her family, her friends, where it's just him and her life. So in the event, he be like, get out my house, or won't, right? She has nowhere to go. She has no one to turn to. She's only dependent on him because he set it up that way by just wanting himself to be in her life and no one else. So I would say that's a control freak. That's a control freak. What man in his right mind that got good intentions for his woman is gonna say, I don't want no one in your life but you?
Yeah, that does sound like a control freak. Complete control freak, because I mean, I'm glad I've never done that. Because I've always said,
I never even thought about that.
Right. I've always said, hey, you see that door right there? Just like you walked in it, you can walk out, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to keep you. I ain't trying to control you. You have your own mind.
True.
So yes, I never looked at it like that. But and the reason why I wanted to touch on that and put that video out, and I actually want to, watch some, put some on, and would you be down to, watch some a little bit more of that?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
I got a few more minutes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put it back up here, man. And and I wanted to touch on that for the simple fact that you have some women that I have spoken to some women, and they have said, if a man can put his hands on a woman, we should be able to put our hands on a man. And I'm like, so what are you trying to say? You're trying to say that that's a form of, once again, equality. And she's clearly said, yes, it is. I was like, it's crazy how all of these, all of these different things, all these different aspects always adds up to having the equality the same as a man. Like this is some psychological bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
If a man put his hands on a woman, that woman should call the police.
Right.
It's called equal protection under the law.
True that. I'm gonna bring that screen back up real quick. Yeah, so let's get it.
That as children, there are certain things that are propagated or pushed as it relates to boys versus girls. Right? Like, oh, that's a girl, don't do this or don't do that. But in terms, oh my goodness, my voice. But in terms of men,
thank you, Jesus.
In terms of grown men, I don't have enough information to say that, because some men maybe don't know how to even treat a woman. Some don't know how to protect themselves. Some do know how to protect themselves and avoid certain situations. Like there's some men who will not go to that hotel room with that woman and he's this famous man. There's some who won't do that. There's some that will. I mean, there's so much variation, so I don't have enough information to answer that properly.
Okay. Lauren.
Wait, can I ask a question, Kay?
Oh Jesus, Chicago, why are you doing this to us? Go
No,
ahead.
I'm mean, serious. Do you think the men
KDA, should we show them how we do it every day?
in your family were taught how to treat women?
Yes.
Okay, they were. Were they taught how to protect themselves from women?
Yes.
In what way?
Just not even getting into certain situations, especially as Black men, knowing certain things that could happen, things like that. Do you think it's okay if you as a man were not hurt? And I would never do it, so I'm not trying to advocate for people hitting, but I'm just saying hypothetically, if a woman that was small hit you, do you think you should hit her back even though you weren't hurt?
I absolutely think I should have the right to hit that lady back. No,
even if you weren't hurt?
Absolutely. It
Why?
cannot be the case that some 5'3" woman gets to run around and hit every 6 foot man. Like, what world are you living in? Just because you can't hurt, wait. Just because a woman is 5'3" and can't hurt a man over 6 foot means that she just gets to walk around and hit every single man willy-nilly?
No.
Well, there you go.
So okay, so are you saying that it's men's duty to
Jesus Christ, who said the word duty? Are you come on, Kay. Listen, Kay. I'm starting to see what people are talking about. No one said the word duty but you. Like, you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm not.
I said what I said.
I'm asking you. Do you
Well, if you ask me then, but don't put words in my mouth when you ask me.
I said, do you think that it's a man's duty to put like a smaller woman in her place if she tries to hit him?
No.
It's her duty to keep her hands to herself.
Hold on, wait, because I don't want Kay to misunderstand what the lead was saying. Kay, the way you started with the question, you said, "Are you saying that it's a man's duty?"
Right.
Exactly, Rilla.
So that's a different question. That's why he was saying, "Don't put words in my mouth."
Thank you, Rilla.
That's a different way of asking. So you're saying,
like, really, and I are
no
actually
or yes?
listening to the words that are coming out of your mouth, even if you're not listening to them. Like, I get very offended when people put words in my mouth because I choose my words. I choose my words precisely.
I feel you. I wasn't trying to put words in your mouth. I was saying, what do you think about that?
A man should have the duty to make sure that he is protected at all times, and should allow no one to just walk around willy-nilly hitting him, whether or not he feels subjectively or objectively that that person can or cannot hurt him.
Hey, Lead, I have a question. I have a question. So let's just take the dynamics of you and Kay. And Kay's 5'3", you're 6'3", a whole foot, and she hits you. And you're like, well, you hit me, I should be able to hit you back. What about an alternative? And I'm just asking. There's
that equality. You know what I'm saying? There's that you hit me, I should hit you back. First of all, I don't think any man should hit a woman. That's just facts. If
nobody should be hitting nobody.
Right. If she feels like, you know what I'm saying, that makes her equal to a man because she can strike back or strike him, then I think that man needs to get out of that relationship really fast. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's why this topic is related to the topic that we're talking about tonight. Because
I get it. She feels like she has to fight, or rather more fight back.
Right.
To be seen as being equal. But the question becomes, what is going on with her mentally to make her even feel like she has to fight or fight back a man? See, that's the thing. We hack at the leaves, but not dig at the roots. Our sisters is dealing with psychological trauma.
Yep.
You feel like you gotta fight a man for what?
What you trying to prove? Like, what is this you trying to prove to him, that he don't need to mess with you? He don't, like, you know, like you want him to be intimidated, you want him to be afraid. Like, what are you trying to prove? You have nothing to prove. You proved enough just by being a woman.
Something happened.
You know?
Something had to have happened in her childhood to make her think that way.
Yeah.
See, most women like that feel something. Most women that feel like that something happened to them growing up. Maybe they was abused, and they felt like they couldn't fend for themselves, and or maybe they just had to fight their whole life. Maybe they had to fight their whole life. We don't know exactly what's going on, but it's some psychological defects going on there. It's due to trauma. Due to trauma. So I think we look at it like that, then we could better solve the issue. It's psychological.
Right. So, all right. So, brother, I'm telling you right now, I surely do appreciate you coming to the show, man. We got to do this again, but it'll be on a different topic. It'll be on a different topic.
Man, I appreciate you, the hospitality. I appreciate you allowing me on your platform. I thank your viewers, your supporters. They are great people. Reading the comments, thank you, everybody, for embracing me. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I was nervous.
But I can hear a little shakiness, but you was handling it though. You still in your own.
But I do thank y'all for welcoming me and embracing me. Thank you, and I look forward to coming again. Thank you, brother.
Oh yeah, of course. I got to keep in touch with you, man. You know. So hey, man, would you be all right with taking some phone calls, man? Have some questions as some the people ask you some questions, man.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that real quick before I leave out. We could definitely do that.
All right. So if anybody would like to call in, if you are in, you know, in the comment section, if you like to call in, the number's right here on the screen. You can call in and ask our brother Sheik any questions you want referring to the topic at hand about women, about our women equal to men, the equality that women would probably like to desire or have. Whatever you want to ask this man, he got you. Call in now if you want to call in right now. Call in right now. So while we waiting on, you know, anybody to call in, you know, let's keep touching on this matter here, man. So how would you actually sum up the psychological, you know what I'm saying, the psychological emphasis of a woman feeling she's equal to a man? Sum that all up and just, you know, one huge explanation, if you will, so that the viewers and everybody can just have a good understanding on why, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's why it's okay to be equal, or, you know what I'm saying, and also why not, you know what I'm saying, that men and women are not equal.
It's right for a woman to be equal spiritually and mentally and emotionally with her man. It is right. As I say, not physically, you know, a woman isn't physically stronger than a man, right? That's just what it is. A man is stronger than a woman, but it is right for a woman to be equal to a man spiritually, mentally, politically, etc. Because
call in, everybody. Excuse me, brother. Call in. If you want to call in and ask this brother a question, call in. Numbers on the screen. Go ahead, brother.
Because God made her equal. You know, as men, we can't put limitations on women because God didn't put limitations on her. He didn't put limitations on her spirit. The same spirit of God that's within man is within woman. We equals. We talking about this physical form. We talking about something completely different. It's a reason why, you know, our women ask us, hey, baby, can you lift this or can you move that?
All right, we got a caller.
Sure indeed.
Peace to you. What's your name and where you calling from? Can you hear that, brother?
I can hear a little.
Go ahead, Elaine. You want to ask Mr. Brother Sheik a question?
I can hear. She good.
I was calling to quote him on what he said when I had sent the information for you to ask him, and that is so true. He's a control freak. If he doesn't want you with your family, grandkids, nobody.
Well, do you have a question for him, ma'am? Do you have a question for him?
Oh, a question, yeah. Why does some women feel they have to have an upper hand when it comes to a relationship? When you're with a man that feels that he can't, when you want to ask him a question to make sure he wants to go through the same thing. You know, like opinions, communicating opinions, and he doesn't respond. He'll say it's up to you.
What was that question? I couldn't really hear, King.
Ask that question again, ma'am.
Oh, okay. If you're in a relationship and this woman want to decide to do a certain thing, and she goes to her man and asks him what he thinks about it, and he gives her back this response as, "Oh, that's up to you. That'd be your decision, whatever you want to do." What does that mean?
She looking at him for guidance, and he know that he incapable of giving it to her. Because if my woman comes to me for my opinion about any matter, she's coming to me.
He answering your question, ma'am. You wanna just hang up and listen to his answer?
Okay, I'm gonna hang up and hear him because I can't hear him right now.
All right.
Give me a second.
Okay, just gonna listen to your answer right there.
Yes, sir. So if what it means is that the woman is she's seeking guidance from that man by way of his opinion, right? And if he talking about, man, I don't know, that's up to you, he's not qualified to lead her. That should be a red flag for her. Man, this man can't lead me. I went to him for guidance, and he told me that's up to me. He told me that's up to me. That should be a red flag for you. Straight up. Because a woman is only going to ask you for your opinion when she feel like you have the solution in the form of an answer. And when you fail to deliver an effective answer or solution, if you ain't guiding to somebody else, go guide.
All right.
It just mean that he ain't meant to guide you. That's what it mean. He ain't meant to guide you. Because my woman, like I say, my woman always asks me what's my thoughts on this and that. And I ain't that be like, yo, I don't know, it's up to you, and just blow her off.
Well, I hope that young lady got that. I hope she was in the comments and she heard that, man. Anybody else like to call in now, man? If not, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have Brother Sheik close out, man, and we're gonna get out of here, man. This has been a great show. I'm gonna be bringing this brother back. All right, I'm pretty sure everybody want him to come back, so I'm gonna bring this brother back, and we're gonna have to do this again. So what today? What, Tuesday? So yeah. So Thursday, everybody. Thursday, I'll be, you know what I'm saying, we'll be back here Thursday at 7 p.m. same time, Central Time, you know, with also another live, different topic, you know what I mean? And we'll bring this brother back Thursday. Can you do Thursday, brother?
Yeah, I could do this Thursday, absolutely.
Cool. And we'll have a new topic, man, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get some new education on that topic, because this brother's a good teacher. He can teach. I gotta give him that. He can teach. I gotta give him that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead. If nobody else gonna call in, man, go ahead, brother, and close out, Brother Sheik. I'm gonna give you the floor.
True indeed. I just wanted to humbly say, man, you know, I appreciate, you know, this opportunity to even speak on this platform. You know, I'm grateful, I'm humble, you know, and I just want to thank not only the brother Tony, the real God. I want to also thank the audience for embracing me. That means a lot. I look forward to the next show, and we could get some more bills in, man. So I look forward to it, y'all. Peace and love.
Let them know where they can find you, brother. You got any platforms, anything like that you want to promote? Go ahead and do it.
So outside of teaching for, recreation, just to, let down my hair, even though I barely got any, I do music. I just dropped a 20-track mixtape called The God of Hip Hop. It's music in it that's gonna make you cry. There's music in it that's gonna make you turn up. There's gonna be music in there that's gonna make you think. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can check out my mixtape. It's Asar Ill. Asar Ill by itself, just Asar Ill. And the mixtape is called The God of Hip Hop Mixtape. It's available on all platforms. Check it out.
All right, man. All right. So I appreciate you coming again, brother, man. We're going to do this again. Remember, y'all, come back Thursday night at 7 p.m., Thursday evening. We're going to have Brother Sheik. We're going to have another good topic. All right. You know what I'm saying? So I want to just, tell everybody peace and love, man. Thank y'all for coming out. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this experience with this brother. This brother is very intelligent, man. I'm telling you right now, y'all don't miss it. You know what I mean? If you miss this, I don't know what to tell you. Because this was a heck of a show. You can go ahead and close out, Brother Sheik. You can go ahead and exit out.
Appreciate
Y'all see him Thursday. Thank you, brother.
Peace and love. Thank you, Kane.
All right, y'all. All right, man. I'm gonna give out my closing remarks, man. Y'all have been a great audience tonight, even though it was a small audience, but it was a good audience. I appreciate everybody that came out tonight. I appreciate the caller that I had that came in and called. You know what I mean? This brother Sheik is a very intelligent brother, man. I'm gonna have him again Thursday night at 7 p.m. You don't want to miss this. I'm telling you, the topic is going to be great. I'm telling you, it's going to be hella great. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it, period. Because, hey, man, I'm bringing y'all this information, man. I'm bringing y'all, you know what I'm saying, this knowledge, man. I'm bringing y'all, you know what I'm saying, good, wholesome people, man, that's willing to come on the platform. This is one of the first. This is my first guest on Tony Real the God Chronicles, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give a brother a round of applause, man. Round of applause. My first guest, and I hope to have many, many, many more guests. I see you down there, sister. You are very welcome, sister. You are very welcome. You're very welcome. I appreciate you all for coming to the show. Make sure y'all, like the video, man. Subscribe to your boy, Tony Real the God Chronicles, man. And I'm telling you, once again, I feel like the show was great. I'm going to have to rewatch it myself. It was so great. But, yeah. But thank y'all for coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? Come again Thursday night. This Thursday coming up at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. My time. If you're in a different time frame, then make sure you figure that out, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that to my channel, Tony Real the God Chronicles, man. I see you down there, Christy Love. I see you. You on the screen. All right, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I hope to bring you many more good ones, man. So, man, look here. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I hope y'all like this video, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe. Tell all your friends and family to visit Tony Real the God Chronicles, man, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. All right, man. Now, hey, and if you really want to show your boy some love, man, y'all hit me up on that Cash App, man. # Big Tony Main. All right, show your boy some love if you fuck with me like that. If not, hey, it's up to you. All right. So I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Peace and love, man. We out of here. Thank y'all for coming.